So bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die.
G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play American Pie by McLean, and it's a really easy song, so it's going to be great for beginners. For the basics of this song, you'll just need your guitar in standard tuning and you won't need a capo. Now the guitar I'm playing in this lesson is the Orange Wood Sage. If you want to find out more, there's a link in the description below. Now if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitar0tohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve on your guitar, then sign up to Guitar0 Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. Alright, let's jump into the lesson. Okay, so let's start with the soft verses. Now, in the actual recording, it's very, very freestyle in terms of the timing. So it's not being played along to a consistent click. He's just sort of playing the piano and just sort of feeling the timing. Now that can be a little bit tricky. So I'm gonna try to break it down in a more easy to understand way. And in the playthrough at the end, I'll also be using a click. So for this soft verse, each chord is just going to be strummed once and held out. There's no real strumming pattern here, and there's 6 lines of chords. Now, each set of brackets will indicate 1 full bar or 4 beats of the click. So let's start with our first line of chords, and we have a G, and then we go to D/F sharp. So from this G, just take your index and middle finger and put them on the 2nd frets of the 6th and 3rd strings, and then E minor. Okay, so these 3 chords are contained within 1 bar. Now the G and D/F sharp are held out for 1 beat each, and then the E minor is held out for 2 beats. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we get to an A minor and C. Now those two are just going to share 2 beats each. Then we go to an E minor for 1 full bar and D for 1 full bar. Now the second line of chords is almost identical, except that E minor also has a C with it. So it's E minor for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, and then D for 1 full bar. Then for the third line of chords, we have E minor and A minor, and they both share 2 beats in each bar. That's played through twice. Then for the 4th bar, we have C down to G/B. So G/B is the same as a G, except you are just strumming from the 5th string onwards. And then A minor. Now those 3 chords are within 1 bar, and the timing is similar to the first line of chords, where the first 2 chords get 1 beat, and then that 3rd chord gets 2 beats. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we go to C and D, and each chord is held out for 2 beats. So that 4th line of chords, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and the 5th line of chords has the G to D/F sharp to E minor that we had in the first 2 lines of chords. But then after that, we just go the C for 2 beats and D for 2 beats. That 5th line of chords is played through twice, and then we just end the soft verse with a G. So when you're playing this, you can just sort of do it in your own freestyle way. You don't have to think about the timing so much, as long as you're just following the lyrics properly and strumming those chords on the right lyric or melody note. But along with a click, it will sound like this. And that's it for the soft verse, which is played at the start of the song, but also later towards the end of the song. Next, we get to the chorus, which is a lot simpler. There's just 2 lines of chords here. So we're starting with a G chord, and then we go to a C, and then we go back to our G, and then we go to our D. So there's going to be 2 chords contained within each strumming pattern, and the strumming pattern is just going to be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And the point at which we'll change chords is on the highlighted strumming pattern. So the first line of chords just sounds like this. So that first line of chords is played through 3 times, and then we get to the second line of chords, which is E minor, and we're just going to strum that and hold it out. Then we go to A7, strum that and hold that out for a full bar. Back to the E minor for a full bar. And then we go to a D7, which has a very much longer strumming pattern. And you can simply play this D7 for this full strumming pattern, which goes down, down, up. Or you can play the little embellishments that are contained within the strumming pattern. So what we're going to be doing is basically varying some of the notes on the first string, like that. So on the highlighted strums on this strumming pattern, first off, we're going to start with a D7, but then we're going to go to a D7 sus2. And that's on our first highlighted up strum. On the next highlighted up strum, we go back to the D7. And then on the next highlighted down strum, we go to a D7 sus4. So we put our pinky onto the 3rd fret of the first string. On the very next up strum, we then lift our pinky finger. On the next highlighted up strum after that, we lift the ring finger, and then on the next highlighted up strum, we put that ring finger back down. So it's a little bit tricky, but you should be able to get it if you just take it slow, and it'll sound like this. Or again, you can just play the full D7 for that whole strumming pattern. It's up to you. So the chorus sounds like this all together. And then we get into the main verse. So there's 2 parts to the main verse. Let's go part 1 of the verse. So there's 4 lines of chords here. We have a G, then A minor, and C, and back to A minor. Now we're going to be just using that standard down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up strumming pattern. Really simple for each chord. The second line of chords is E minor and D for 2 strumming patterns. And then for the third line of chords, it's G, D/F sharp, and those 2 chords are contained within 1 strumming pattern. Then we go to E minor, A minor, and C. Then for the 4th line of chords, it's E minor, A7, and D for 2 strumming patterns. So verse part 1 sounds like this. For verse part 2, we have 5 lines of chords. So we're going back to E minor, and for this particular line of chords, we're just strumming each chord and holding it out. So we have E minor, D, E minor, D, and then for the next line of chords, it's C to G/B, contained within 1 strumming pattern. Then we have A minor, C, and D7, all for 1 strumming pattern each. For the next line of chords, it's G to D/F sharp, contained within 1 strumming pattern. then E minor, A minor, and C. The next line of chords is that G to D slash F sharp again, then E minor, C, and D7 for one full strumming pattern each. And then the final line of chords is similar to the first line of chords in the chorus. So G to C and G to D. So verse part 2 sounds like this all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are all the parts to this song you need to learn. So it might seem like there's a lot of chords, but really there's not that many sort of sections that you need to learn. As long as you just learn those 4 main sort of sections, the rest of the song is just comprised of those. So now I'll be doing a partial playthrough of the song. Now the actual song's about 8 minutes long, so I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I have taught you all the parts to this song. It's just a matter of just repeating them again and again throughout the rest of the song. So I'll be playing the soft verse, then the chorus, another verse, and then another chorus, and that will be it. I'll have a vocal track on top for some context as well. A big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to this playthrough. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
Long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I can make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry, and them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here, or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.